Hey, everybody. Actually, I don't know how many interesting things that are happening in video games right now, and I hope you guys like it and hang out with me. Donut Queen has arrived. Get the donuts. LOL, my signature greeting. Jaws and Neon Galaxy, thank you so much for joining. So, today we are going to start off with Fortnite has removed the NFL outfits from their games. So Fortnite and the NFL just a few weeks ago teamed up to include their jerseys in the game. It was a really big moment because the NFL, outside of Madden, doesn't normally license their apparel to appear anywhere. But of course, Fortnite being the biggest game in the entire world, on the planet, they decided, hey, we're going to get in on that action. And it has cycled out. So I think what made me want to talk about this particular story is interesting. One, because the NFL, like I said, is very protective of their license. And two, Fortnite players proved them right to be protective of those licenses. I'll show you what I mean here on comicbooks.com. Give them a shout out. So Fortnite, you could pick the number and you could pick the general look of the players. So that made it extremely easy for players to change the look into something that, well, wasn't quite ideal for Epic or for the NFL. One example is this man on the right in the 81 jersey for the Patriots is supposed to, with the gun, is supposed to represent Aaron Hernandez, the former tight end for the New England Patriots, who was convicted of murder and died recently in jail. So that's not great. And then on the left, we got Michael Vick, and it's giving it 120% XP bonus. XP bonus. Hey, that's the problem with live stuff. You can't edit out those mistakes. And let me just tell you, when we're doing the normal fake nerds, there's a lot of mistakes, so bear with me as much as possible here. Down here we have Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. So pretty much the thing that the NFL doesn't want to talk about. They want to avoid this altogether. Of course, Fortnite players jumped on that and went into a San Francisco 49er jersey. He's got hair similar to Colin Kaepernick's. He's got the same number. He's taking a knee. Another Fortnite player doing the same thing here. So people were speculating, oh, maybe they went out of rotation early because the NFL wasn't really enjoying the memes. They were a bit too spicy for Roger Goodell's taste. However, Epic has said in a recently released press release that this is not the case, that skins rotate out every couple of weeks normally, and that's what happened here, and that then there's been some speculation that they'll be returning around the time for the playoffs, perhaps the Super Bowl. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys because I thought it was very interesting. Neon Galaxy in the chat says, wow, that's shocking, and I have to agree, it is a little shocking, especially the Aaron Hernandez one. That was in bad taste. However, I mean, they had to see this coming, right? This is why they're so protective of the license, because stuff like this would undoubtedly happen, and it has happened. So one thing a lot of you might have noticed is a lot of people right now are playing Fallout 76. We will eventually play Fallout 76 once everybody is able to grab themselves a copy of the group, because it's a lot more fun in person, but it's a little expensive right now. And something I want to talk about is it's a Bethesda game and it's an online game. So it was almost a match made in heaven. Well, not heaven. I guess I wouldn't say hell, because it does look like a fun game. However, there are some technical difficulties. There are glitches coming from Bethesda's side, just like, I mean, most Bethesda games have some glitches in them. And then there's also the normal problems with online games. We saw this in Division. We saw this in Sea of Thieves. When you have these games that take place primarily online, there's going to be some issues with people connecting, people getting booted out, people playing and then having everything kicked off, and this is no exception. Fallout 76 is having this problem. So right now there's no Metacritic score, so I can't say exactly what the critics are saying about it, and I think that's mostly because since this is an online game, perhaps they haven't had a chance to thoroughly review it, though the beta was open for a while. And then the other interesting thing here is, as you can see on the screen, the user score right now on Metacritic is a 2.8. People are not especially happy with the glitches and general unfun things they're running into in the game right now. And it'll be really interesting to see, one, how Bethesda responds, and two, how Bethesda makes steps moving forward to correct these issues. Not all games are perfectly released. No, that's very true. A lot of games are very imperfect, and I think it's kind of a thing that's going on with the industry in general at the moment, where people will release these games that are maybe a little rushed, a little unfinished, and then they'll kind of rely on a patch to... There's always a day one patch, right? When you get the game, even if you get the game physical copy, you put it in your console, you'll download it, and then you'll also have to download a patch. So it's almost like, I don't want to say the games are unfinished, but they're being released in a state that can use a little polish. And so that's what we're seeing here. Pedro plays, yo, what do you think about Rust? What do I think about Rust? I love Rust. So I'm not sure if on this channel, if it is on this channel, it'll be some really old videos. But when we first started to do streams and get into video games, Rust was like the premier game that we would play. So if you guys like Rust and you want us to play it, I'm sure I can convince Jenny, Alex, Tamur, Maggie, Ben, everybody to play a little bit of Rust. I love that game. Jenny in the background, she just gave a fist pump. Yes. All right, so that game is not being received particularly. I love Rust. You need to play. Hey, I'll make a solemn swear right now. We will play Rust. Hopefully, ideally, what we do is find a weekend where we can all get together, where we all have off of work, where Tamur can come from where he's at to where we're at, and we just stream like hours and hours of Rust uninterrupted. Because Rust is one of those games that you need to play a lot to build up your resources, build up your bases, all that stuff. And the more people you have in a group, the better. So maybe perhaps we can even make it a community event. That'd be really fun, though that would take a little bit of planning. So I'm not going to hold myself or anybody else to that at the moment. But thank you so much for the question. Like I said, I love Rust. So anyways, getting back to the topic at hand, Fallout 76 hasn't been received especially well. I'm still really looking forward to it. I love Fallout so much, and I want to rock my Vault 111 hoodie on stream while playing Fallout. But until that day comes, we'll talk about a game actually being received quite well, and that's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as you can see on the screen right now. Based on 33 critic reviews, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu has an 81%. So the game is releasing, you can see the countdown on the screen, in 1 day, 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 40 seconds as of the time of recording this right now. And this game, I think, is especially interesting because it's not a mainline Pokemon game. It's a remake of Pokemon Yellow, but it's kind of like an in-between of Pokemon Go, which the mega uber popular hit from a few summers ago, and a regular Pokemon game. It's releasing on the Switch, of course. This is the first game in a while, first Pokemon game in a while to not be released on the DS, and it's incorporating the touchscreen of the Switch as well as the Joy-Con motion controls to let players throw Pokeballs at their wild Pokemon that they want to catch. So it's taking away the battle system from that. Usually you'd fight the Pokemon, you weaken it, and you'd catch it. Now it's kind of bringing in the Pokemon Go aspect of catching it. And from everything I've read, heard, listened to, they add a lot of Marco Pollux. Hello, thank you for joining. They added a lot of extra trainers to kind of balance that out, try to get you able to train your Pokemon up. I need a sip of water. Hold on. I don't know why I said it was water. That was definitely soda. It was like, my mind is like, oh, I can't tell them. Can't tell them drinking soda. It's like, Brian, y'all know you're fat. Alrighty, it's fine. You can just tell them he's drinking soda. They're not gonna judge you. Margaret, alright. I honestly think Pokemon Go is very dangerous. Neon thinks Pokemon Go is very dangerous, and Marco says, oh, let's go Pikachu, but not a very happy face on that one. Yo, so. Chat. Alright, so, yes. Yo, so, I get you. I know. It's the fillers that get edited out of the actual Fake Nerd updates when I can take a breath. But for now, we got to so, and just go with it. Anyways, I'm very excited for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, mostly because on Saturday, Ryan and I will be streaming on the YouTube channel and on Twitch, playing through as much as possible for this game. The Fortnite skins for NFL were not removed. There's a twist. Have I been lied to? I'll have to double check. Alright, are you dangerous if you don't say a word of your surroundings? Yes, you need to say a word of your surroundings. Just so you know. Oh, I know. Alright, and so I guess with that, those were the 3 stories I wanted to cover. Like I said, not a traditional episode of Fake Nerds, not a traditional stream, but I appreciate you all so much for stopping by. And we didn't want to leave you guys hanging. We didn't want to leave you with no content today. So I figured I'd come on the mic, ramble on about video games a little bit, and then say goodbye. So with that, thank you all so much for stopping by. I'm Brian. Good night.